Most days we listen to someone else's motivational video or words. Today is going to be different. You can thank my ex-wife for this real talk. She told me she was the only woman who was ever going to love me as deeply as she did, because I'm just a step away from being broken or in a wheelchair again. This is dedicated to the obstacles we all have in our lives. What is inspiration? By definition, it is the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially something creative. Motivation is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. Today I'm going to give you the inspiration and motivation by sharing my story. In 2009, I was injured. My entire life changed. I went from a badass sergeant in the army, a leader of men and women, someone with a career in marketing at some very big companies, to a guy who spent all day in bed while his wife took care of him. She took my piss bottles upstairs because I couldn't. She had to help me shower because I physically couldn't. That eventually turned into despair and depression. The vision of my life was dashed in a moment. For an entire year, I struggled with not being paid by the military, the VA, and trying to keep my soon-to-be growing family together. What was once a comfortable savings was gone in a year between medical bills and preparing for my daughter to be born. Not to mention an ex-wife who thought daily expenses at Starbucks should be allotted. When my daughter was born in December 2010, it was the first spark of life I had felt in a long time. You would think this would be when I would turn the corner, but we don't ever start to get up until we're really at rock bottom and when we're ready to do so. On Mother's Day of 2011, my ex-wife told me she could no longer be there for me anymore. That it would be better for her and our daughter to go. She couldn't be strong for both of us anymore, so she left. When she left, she took the only two things that I felt made life worthwhile, or so I thought. So I made a plan to opt out. Not going to share the details, but things were very dark for about a month or so. It wasn't until a bunch of army friends came by that something finally clicked into place, and this is what I'm trying to share with you. These are how I've turned the corner, and this is why I haven't gone back to that place, and never will again. I started going to my physical therapy with renewed vigor. I got a gym membership at Planet Fitness. Due to the pain in my back and how hard and determined I was, I would occasionally pass out from the pain being too much. I walked to Planet Fitness starting at 15 minutes every day. My buddy would wheel my chair right over to the treadmill for me. I felt embarrassed, but at this point I didn't care. I weighed over 250 pounds, and walking for 15 minutes would cause me enough pain that I'd have to go home, take a pain pill, and lie down for the rest of the day. The guy you see in front of you today is still miles away from being as strong as I'd like to be because of my body. But it doesn't mean I'm going to let physical discomfort stop me from trying. Even if it is to just go to the chiropractor, get adjusted, and pass out from the relief and pain. I even forced myself on a strict lifestyle change. I ate the same thing every day for 16 months. It was brutal, and it was cleansing. I've now adjusted that to be more healthy for my mental state, with an 80% healthy and a 20%, eating as close to my daily macronutrient intake. Do you know why people think I'm conceited and cocky? Because I don't care if others give me praise. It is nice, to be honest, but if I don't meet my own standards, I've failed myself. That is the worst thing you can do. If you feel you did a good job, let it be known. Do you know how many of you go to work, school, anywhere, and you hope someone recognizes what you did? Oh man, I did so well on that project. At work, and nobody noticed. Nobody appreciates me at work, school. Let it go. Be your own cheerleader. Own your pride. Own your self-worth. One step forward is better than no steps forward. If others see it, well, that's just a bonus. You've heard it on some of the other videos I've played here, but let me say it again. Life isn't just about how hard you can fight. It's about how fast you can get back up and try again when you get knocked on your ass, the wind just taken out of you, and despair and fear begin to creep in. It's about taking one more step when you're afraid to, when you're exhausted, pushing head first into the storm of emotions instead of turning around. Life is short, but it's full of happiness and sadness, gains and losses. People come and go from our lives. Nothing seems to make sense at times. Some of you experience pain in many different ways, emotional, physical. Until we die, and whatever happens, this pain is going to be there, waiting for us. The same for self-doubt and fear. Unless you're going to embrace the fear and self-doubt and decide to smash through it, you will be the only thing holding yourself back. Don't give yourself excuses. I don't have time for that. This person stole my promotion. This person caused me to do that. The only thing you have total control over in life is you. So make sure that you make the right decisions for you. Be proud of them. Use your forward momentum to continue, no matter the obstacles. In life, dare to dream big. Some people don't accomplish a dream or a goal and feel like they've failed. No, you have to break your dreams down into goals, and those goals into achievable steps. Make sure to take one step every day towards those goals. Life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Pace yourself. Celebrate every achievement. If you know who you are, what you've accomplished, know that fear and doubt will try to hold you back, but continue to push on. You will continue to succeed. Thanks for listening to my own motivational thing. Stream will be live soon. Thanks, guys.